welcome back to the Pilates Vitamin series. Today we're going to work our way from our toes to our knees, up to our lower back, shoulders, and even our head. Just a quick little series today that hopefully you can do just to keep yourself organized and moving each day. So take a seat on a chair, and you should pick a chair that your knees are not higher than your hips, but they're about hip height or below. And I want you to bring your feet and knees together all the way, stack your head over your shoulders and over your hips. And then glance down at your feet without really rounding, just kind of glance peer over your knees to look at your feet and spread your toes way out so that you've got them on the floor like this. So they're not curled together, but they're really wide, taking up space. Your big toes can be together and your ankles together, and your knees may need to come apart slightly so that they're in line with their own individual foot, not all the way into each other, but just a little bit so they're still in line with their each foot. And then stack your body back up again. Try to keep your toes wide and just lift your left heel up and down. And I want you to just track that heel over top of your 5 toes so that it doesn't go way out to the side or too in towards the other foot, but just straight up and down. And your knee is directly over your foot here. Your foot's not too far behind you or too far back. It's just a 90-degree angle from your knee. Now we'll switch for 5 times to the other side. Same thing, right foot up without letting your toes pull in. Keep them spread wide and lifting the heel straight in line with that foot so it doesn't deviate out or in. And we'll do one more time for 5 on that side. Now lift both heels up. They're going to stay in relationship to their own, your knees in line with your own foot so they don't go in or out. They're going to stay right in line, lifting your heels up and down. Good, trying to keep those toes spread wide as you do so. It's a pretty simple exercise for your body. It's more for your brain to just organize your alignment. One more time, let's say, to keep that good organization. Now this time I want you to step your feet back as far as you can, keeping your foot, watch you don't fall forward, just keep your balance. I am perched on the edge of my chair for this exercise, but I want you to try to put your whole foot down on the floor so that your knees are more bent. And so it looks like this, coming in this way. So I'm really bent at the ankle, not straight down where I was, but bent back as far as you can and still get your heel on the ground. Now same setup, toes are wide, knees are in line with their individual foot, and your spine is stacked up tall. Try the same exercise. Right foot comes up and then lowers all the way back down, trying to work fully through your ankle without pulling your toes together. Keep them wide and without moving your lower back to lift your heel. You're stabilizing in your back and spine, keeping your head and shoulders calm where they are. One more time, right foot all the way up and all the way down. Left side's turn all the way up, trying to come up over that knuckle of your toes, all the way bending through the knuckles, all the way back down, really press the heel down. This side feels different to me than the other side, and that's okay. Trying to keep your knee alignment as you go. Last time, lifting that heel up for 5. Good, now both sides at the same time, coming all the way up. Watch you're not going over top of your pinky toes, and all the way back down. All the way up over the ball of the foot and down. Try to really bend at the knuckle and back down. No movement in your lower back and back down. Good, now take your feet back out to hip width distance apart so that now we're setting up to move a little bit more above. Your hands will come behind your head and your head is stacked back over your body. And keep that good foot awareness into the floor and just lean your upper back about an inch. Now I'm not arching my back to go back and I'm not dumping to go back. I'm taking my whole long spine, thinking about getting maybe a little taller and just going back like 1 inch and then come back forward. Just enough so that I can feel a little spinal challenge, just a little load in my abdominal wall to keep me here, to keep me from arching and coming back up. Inhale as you go back. Try and hover for a moment. Exhale, come back forward. Think of that getting taller to go back. Feet staying nice and stable, knees staying stable. Exhale to come back forward. 2 more. Inhale to go back. Find that hover. And exhale to come back forward. Shoulders are calm. Last time. and exhale to come back forward. Bring your hands down, let your chin drop slowly towards your chest, and just round your upper back over top of your knees for a moment. You don't have to go very far. You can just let it be a little round forward, and then roll yourself back up again. Hands will be placed on your thighs, and you're going to do just a very gentle pelvic tilt now to round your lower back and come back up. So that looks like this, just a very slow rounding of the lower back without moving my whole spine, my whole shoulder and head back. It's just the lower back rock and then come back up. Thinking of keeping that height as you use your abdominals to round and come back. One more time, exhale and come back. Now keep that little intention in your abdominals, hands behind your head. And we're doing that lean back exercise one more time, taking that just very slight. Now think about the pelvic tilt, about that support in your abs. You're not going to actually do it, but you're going to think about it to resist the arch. Hold that long spinal position just another moment longer and come back up. And let's do that again. So you lean back, think of that pelvic tilt support, that lengthen, lift in your lower abdominals and coming back up. One more time, going back, take a breath. Try to keep the length and the ab support. Return, hands come down, you take your little chin towards the chest, round the upper back, shake out your shoulders, and roll yourself back up again. Great. Now take both of your hands forward in front of you in a little modified prayer position and bring your hands down towards the right knee. And I want you to push gently your knee to your hands and your hands to your knee. So you're challenging yourself with a little closed isolation. Try to keep that pressure in your left hand and your right knee. Open your right arm up towards the ceiling so you're rotating slightly on the diagonal. And then come back down. And you should feel a little stretch through your through your left shoulder as you come back down. You'll open out towards the side, little rotation, keep the length in your spine, and come back down, keeping that pressure hand to knee, knee to hand. So I'm not letting the shape collapse as I open, keeping the length in my spine, ab support, and come down. Hands forward into that modified prayer position. Feel the energy in that left shoulder and then come down to the other side. Now I'm not moving my knee in to bring my hands down, keeping my knee and placing my hands on the outer part. Press your right hand into your left knee gently. Long spine, open chest. Rotate your left arm up and back towards the ceiling. Doesn't have to go very far, but you have to keep your spinal length. Keep that little pressure, hand to knee, knee to hand. Long spine, abs pulled in. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, come back down. One more time. Feet in the ground, nice wide toes through your long spine. And then exhale, come all the way back down. Hands go forward and then relax. And just feel that energy in your shoulder girdle. Now hands come back behind your head, finding your long spine. And that reach through your shoulders so they're lengthening down onto your back. Without squeezing into your neck, they're staying kind of low on your back. Now I want you to take your long spine, ab support, and lean forward slightly. Try to resist the pull of gravity around you. You're keeping your spinal length, and then come back up. Feel your feet in the ground. Inhale forward, ab support. Exhale, return. One more time, going forward. Stay long, keeping your shoulders down on your back. Take your arms out to a V shape. So I am pitched forward with my body over top of my thighs with my hands up next to my head and my shoulders down. And I am pitched forward with my feet firmly on the ground. Now try to keep that long spine, long neck, and do a little pulse, little lift of your arms up and back. Just very 1 inch back. Just 1 inch back. Try not to use your neck to bring your hands back. Try to use your back to bring your hands back. Feel your hands reach away. Feel your abdominal support as you pulse. Exhale, press. 4 more. Long spine. 3, 2, firm feet. Last 1. Hands behind your head, get taller. Relax the shoulders. Come back and bring your arms down. And just roll your shoulders a couple of times. Chin towards the chest, slow roll forward. Let your hands drop. Roll yourself back up again. Last thing here, let's finish with a side bend. Left arm up to the ceiling. Let it come over towards the other side. You're going up and over to let your left ribs fan open. You can have your hand on the chair next to you to give yourself a little support. Now follow that stretch as you come down and around. Try to follow what feels good in your rib cage. Down through center, both hands down, roll yourself back up. Take a breath. Left hand down on the chair, right arm up to the ceiling. Go up and over with your spine. Just follow what feels good in your rib cage. Try not to unsit that hip. Keep the hip dropped. Down and around, slowly moving your ribs. Both hands down. Roll yourself back up again. One more time each side. Inhale, lift the right arm up to the ceiling. Left arm up to the ceiling, side bend over. Down and forward, follow the stretch. Doesn't have to go far. I'm not all the way over my knees. I actually stay in my neutral pelvis and just let my upper back round. Both arms down, roll yourself up. Last time, right arm up to the ceiling now, up and over. Calm shoulders. Follow that stretch down and around, small upper back. Really hollow out your front of your spine. Roll yourself back up again and relax it. Thank you guys.